Hey, what's up everyone? I'm SuperSonicJB, and oh boy, I sure love my bunny girl waifus. They're my second favorite type of waifu, right after swimsuit waifus. Now, I love my bunny girl waifus and everything, but one thing that I always wanted was a bunny girl themed video game. Then I saw this on eBay, and I had to get it. Bunny Garden? This sounds like a fantastic game for sure.
You feeling down? You want to do something fun? Like flirt with some hot anime girls wearing bunny suits? Well, fear no more, ladies and gentlemen, for I have just a game for you. Presenting Bunny Garden, a game where you go to a bunny girl theme bar and talk to a bunch of beautiful women while getting drunk and spending lots of your hard-earned money. This was a dating sim game released back in 2024 for the Switch and PC, and it was developed by a company named Quaritch? At least I think that's how it's pronounced. Oh, fun fact, it's the same company who made that anime girl massage game that I reviewed a few years ago, called Beat or Flay. So that's why that artwork looked familiar. The game revolves around you going to this bunny girl bar where you have conversations with 3 different bunny girls, and you buy drinks for yourself and them, and as time goes on, you develop romantic feelings with them. It's basically a visual novel style game, but with more strategy and planning out your next moves. Like if you want to spend some more money, or buy some gifts, or use your time earning more money at your job. Now, I definitely love my bunny girls. So when I heard about this game, I was curious what it'd be like. Unfortunately, I kind of forgot that it existed for a bit until recently when the sequel came out, so I thought it'd be a fun idea to make a review of the first game and see if it's any good. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at Bunny Garden. So we start up the game and damn, these women look fine as hell! Although this title screen is pretty much just a cover of the game's case. Still though, the artwork here is very beautiful. Anyways, we jump into a new game and agree with the cutscene of our main character, a guy named Haito, who's standing in the middle of the street right after he got fired from his job. God, I sure hope he wasn't replaced with AI. He gets really depressed and decides to go somewhere and drink his problems away. So he ends up going to this weird bar with what looks like a bunny woman sign on it. Then this random lady comes out of nowhere and starts staring at us. Seriously, why do anime characters always do this whenever they stare at someone? She guesses that something bad has happened to us and that we've come here to drink and forget. Is she a psychic or something? Turns out she works at this nightclub, but she's nervous that if she invites us into the place, she'll become a tout. What the heck is a tout? So that's what that means. So she gives us a sneak peek of what the place looks like inside, and oh my god, the artwork looks amazing here. God damn, boy, they thick! I mean, just look at those bottles. They're as thick as can be! So she invites us to come to her bunny girl bar as a customer. She also gives us a little emotional speech about not throwing our lives away, and we should come and visit her on another day. This does help Haito feel a little bit better, so he goes home in a good mood. He even ends up calling his friend up to set him up with a new job. So one whole week passed, and Haito has a new job, and is now getting paid every week. This is where the game teaches us about salary payments. Every week you'll get paid a certain amount of money for that week, so you need to spend it wisely. And what will you be spending that money on? Bills? House payment? Food maybe? No, of course not. You'll be spending it at the Bunny Garden. So basically how this game works is every night you'll be going to the Bunny Garden and interacting with one of the 3 bunny girls. There's Kana, the kind-hearted one, Rin, the flirty and fun one, and Mayuka, the cool and collected one. Whenever you go to the bar, the girls will ask you what type of drink you want, and you can pick between many options. These drinks vary in price, and the price of your drink could increase your likability. Wow, so women really do only care about money, huh? There's all kinds of different drinks they can choose from here, and each one gives a description on what it tastes like. Once you buy a drink, then the bunny girl starts to crave a drink herself, so now you have to buy one for them. I'm sorry, what? Why on earth do I have to buy a drink for them? This isn't really a date, we're just having a conversation while she's at work. Now, you do have the option to skip buying them a drink, but they won't like that very much, and will start to prioritize other customers instead of you. Which really sucks, so honestly, it's your best bet to just buy them a drink. Some drinks will even tell you if women like them, so buying those for the bunnies is a great option. After you buy the drinks, then the game will give you 3 options to choose from. One is where you have a nice conversation with them, and they might ask you some questions. They'll also talk about their personal lives, and will sometimes quiz you on past info they stated about them. What was Kana doing on her day off? Let's see. She had a nap at the beach with her bird. God dang it! You can also pick a present to give to the girls to increase your likability, but more on that later. And you can order some food too, which also sparks some cool conversations. You can do all of this 3 times per night before you have to head home. but you also have the option to leave early. Keep in mind, every time you stay longer means that you gotta pay more. Wow, inflation these days, am I right? I didn't know I had to pay this much money just to stay here. Now, in the beginning, you'll automatically have Kana as the girl you're talking to, but if you want to talk to someone else, then you'll have to deny buying them a drink, and this will cause them to focus on another customer, so another bunny girl will come and talk to you. As you play on and keep interacting with the girls, you can start a romance route with one of them. Or all of them if you want to do the harem route, which was my personal favorite route. But if I just had to pick one of the 3 girls, then I'd choose Rin. No, not that Rin. This Rin.
Thank you!
I really love her playful personality, and my gosh is she beautiful. She's definitely the best character in the entire game in my opinion. Anyways, after you spend a night at the bar, you go home, and when you wake up the next morning, the game gives you some options to choose from. You can go straight to the bunny garden, but you can also do some other things, like shop at an online store and buy a gift that you can deliver to one of the bunny girls. You can also check your calendar to view, things. You can go gambling, where you literally do nothing and just watch as you win or lose money. I only won once, and never again. So clearly it was rigged. There's also an album where you can view past artwork of the girls. There's a vacation mode where you and the girl that you're dating can go on a trip together, which includes a lot of cool scenes in them. This patch allows you to work more, where you'll earn more money and can use it to buy things. But it will make you more tired. You can resolve this by sleeping more, but doing this means less time for you to stare at the attractive bunny girls.
I don't need sleep, I need bunny girls.
So overall, you need to balance your time wisely, because you only have a certain amount of time to romance the girls, or else you'll get a bad ending. Also, try not to go into debt, because it'll ruin everything for you. Dang it, I knew I shouldn't have gambled. Oh, also, when the bunny girls are making you a drink, you can move your camera around and zoom in on some parts, but you can't zoom in that much, so it's kind of pointless, honestly. That's pretty much the gist of how the game plays. Manage your time and money wisely, and talk to the bunny girls that you're choosing to unlock the romance route. Overall, it's a pretty simple visual novel-like game to play, though I did have some issues with the game. One of the main ones being the protagonist Haito himself, because he's the very definition of bland and boring. Like, he barely has any personality except for being a nice guy, and I kinda wish he was just more interesting overall. Also, the game can get really repetitive, especially in the beginning. Most of the time you're going to be doing the exact same things over and over again. Go to the bunny garden, get drinks, talk to the bunny girls, go home, do any of these repetitive choices, go back to the bunny garden, rinse and repeat over and over again for several weeks. The more interesting stuff doesn't happen until you're affectionate enough with any of the bunny girls. It just gets a little tedious doing the same stuff over and over again in the beginning. I also feel like the game's music is a little bland and boring. Like, come on man, I'm flirting with some hot bunny girl waifus here! Play me a good song! I do gotta say the artwork and overall graphics here look great in this game. All 3 of the girls are incredibly hot, and their voice acting sounds amazing. Other than that, I don't really have much more else to say about this game, so let's start wrapping things up. Overall, I thought Bunny Garden was a fine game overall. And yes, I do mean fine. But it could be way better. It gets way too repetitive in the beginning, but when you actually start doing the girls' routes, then it gets way better. I love all the girls' personalities, and wow, everything in this game looks so beautiful. I just wish there was more content here. I'm sure the sequels are probably better in their own ways, but overall, I'd probably give this game a 7 out of 10. Okay, maybe a 10 out of 10 just for this screenshot. They're so freaking hot here!
So that was Bunny Garden, and like I said, it was a fine game, but it had a lot of issues. I will admit, it did keep me entertained enough to maybe try a sequel sometime in the future, or maybe even the Christmas special. One thing's for sure though, this game definitely helped improve my love for bunny girls. They're so awesome.